Patient Chimp here. Welcome to day 9 of my Minecraft Let's Play. In the last episode, we built our house. It was a long episode, I know. Oh, fields need harvesting. In today's episode, we're going to try and start enchanting. If I can remember how to make the stuff. This should be everything we need. In the chest. I don't need all this crap in here. First of all, we should make some paper. I might have enough books, but I'll make loads of paper just in case. There we go. First of all, we need to make an enchanting table using some obsidian and some diamonds. Then we're going to make bookshelves. The more bookshelves we make, the better the enchantments will be. I will show you as I go. To make an enchanting table, we need 1 book, 4 pieces of obsidian and 2 diamonds. Place 1 book at the top, a diamond on either side, and 3 bits of obsidian in an upside down T shape. There's our enchanting table. See, I've left enough space here for our enchanting table. We have to make sure we place our enchanting table in the centre. Bam. With just an enchanting table, you only get low level enchantments. So if we put our iron pickaxe in here, we can get efficiency 1 or efficiency 1. We could make 2 efficiency 1 pickaxes and then combine them together in the anvil to get an efficiency 2. But I'm not going to waste my experience levels because it costs you experience to enchant. What we're going to do is make some bookshelves. And the more bookshelves we make, the better our enchantments will be. We can go up to level 30 enchantments. Yes, we are definitely going to need some more books. I'm trying to remember how to make a book. I think... Oh, it's not like that. Let me think about this for a minute. That's why. Trying to use too much paper. Okay, let's make a load of books. And let's make some more enchanting tables. Some more bookshelves, sorry. Gonna need some more wooden blocks. Get the books go there now. No, that's not quite enough. Let me just go and grab some blocks. As you can see, I've slightly furnished my house off camera and made a little more organised storage system. I haven't labelled them yet though. I thought I'd save that so I could show you how to make signs. And I might even make an item frame and show you the 2 different ways of doing it. Okay, if you place your bookshelves 1 block away from the enchanting table, your enchanting level will increase. See, now we can do maximum enchantments of level 18. But we're going to make some more bookshelves and try and get it up to the maximum level of 30. So same as before. 3 now. 3 now. 4. I don't think 4 is going to be quite enough. Let's make a few more books. Same as before. 1 level there. This is why we've been breeding and harvesting our cows like mad. At the beginning of every Minecraft day, I breed and harvest the drops from my animals, and also, if my farms are ready, I harvest my farms and replant, because the items that we harvest from our farms come in very useful for villager trading. that's enough. More paper. We should have plenty of leather left over though. And if we end up with too many bookshelves, I'll just use them as decoration. Or perhaps when we move on to a different location, to build an enchanting table in a new home. Eventually I will build a bigger home. This is just a temporary house to see me through. Okay, let's try now and see how we do. Okay, we're now at level 22 enchantment, so we're getting there. Okay, that should be it. Okay, we're up to our maximum level of enchantments now, level 30. See, that's efficiency 5. So without a doubt, I'm going to put that on my diamond pickaxe. So it's going to cost me 3 experience and 3 lapis lazuli. Bam, look at that. Diamond pickaxe of efficiency 5. This will mine epically fast. See what we can do with our silver pickaxe. Because we haven't got 30 experience now, we're not getting the 31. We've got efficiency 1 and silk touch. Don't really need that at the moment. What about our sword? Knockback 1, knockback 1. Our axe, efficiency 1, unbreaking 2. Our shovel, efficiency 1, unbreaking 2. So we're not going to do that for now. So we're going to replace our lapis lazuli, our access books, paper. And then I think we should make some item frames for decoration and also possibly labelling. Let me try and think about this. Okay, that's it. So we need some sticks and some leather. I used all my bloody wood again. Yep, all of it, in fact. Better go and get some more. Luckily, there's a crafting table down here, and this is where I'm going to use them anyway. First of all, we need some sticks. We need to place some sticks around the outside like so. We need to place a lever in the middle, and there we have an item frame. I'm going to make 7 for now. If I need more, I will just make them. Okay, in this block we have oak blocks. So if we crouch and place the item frame on the chest, we can then take the single oak log, place it in the item frame. Or you can do it another way, which is not so resource heavy. Is by making a sign, and that's only 1 stick and 6 blocks, if in fact I was carrying 6 blocks. Okay, so that would be 1 stick and 6 blocks, and that yields 3 signs. So what's in this chest? In this chest is birch. So we can also crouch place and then type birch on it and then done. It's entirely up to you which way you label it. I think the item frame is much nicer, but it is a little bit resource heavy. We'll just do a few more while we're here. Oh, not like that. Did I not take one? Silly sausage. I can hear a zombie, but I'm not sure where it is. Pop. That's awesome. We'll do spruce for this one. And acacia for this one. That's treasure, so we'll just put a sign on that one. Cobblestone. So sorted out. Oh, this is sand, that's handy. I'm carrying lots of sand at the moment. Dirt. Oh, I was carrying dirt already. Awesome. That's miscellaneous, so I'm not going to label that. All that. All that. Okay, I did dig down to start a new mineshaft over here because I exhausted the other one, and that took me down to a ravine. I've harvested quite a lot of stuff down in the ravine just to get my level up to 30 so we could do the enchanting. I'm going to show you a more fancy way of doing torches. If you take some cobblestone wool and another item frame, bit wobbly with my mouse today. Okay, is that not how I made the item frame? Maybe it was this way. There's so much to remember in Minecraft. There we go. This is how I like to make my torches. I just think it looks really nice. I don't know if you can do this on other versions, but I know you can do it on the PC. Okay. So what I like to do is place the item frame, place a stone wall in it, turn it round, and by clicking on the top of the block, place a torch in that. So it looks like the torch is being held up. I'm going to do this a few times. Off camera I'll obviously do it all over the place, but I won't bore you with that. And obviously you don't have to do this, it's totally optional. I just think it gives it a really finished look. Okay, cool beans. What have we got down here we don't need? Don't need that, don't need that. Put the signs in there. Not really going to use them at the moment. Paper and leather go upstairs. As I say, you can make your own books and put your books in the enchanting table and see what you can get. I can get a power 1, smite 1, smite 5. Not entirely sure what smite does. I'll have to look in the Wikipedia. Or I actually have an app on my Android phone called a Clever Book for Minecraft. You just type in what you want and it comes up in the list with how to do it. I normally leave my books in here too. Won't need this chest in the middle anymore. And definitely had enough leather. We've harvested lots of lapis. This is my ready for adventuring chest. Don't think a map can go in there. Take the bucket of water with us. This is my to be cooked chest. This is my cooked food chest. This is my repair chest and the items I need sort of randomly. Feather goes in there. Spare chest goes in there. As I went round and gathered up all my chests, crafting tables and furnaces that I didn't need all over the place, and it seems we have made quite a lot of them over the last few episodes. Put the item frame and the sticks in there as well. Wooden blocks. I'm going to go and get rid of this cobblestone wall. I'll put the obsidian in here because we're going to make a portal to the nether. I suppose we could have a quick look in this episode. Just let me quickly harvest my farms and breed my animals, so they can all be getting on with that while we're off on our adventure. Right, quick check for creepers and zombies. So I don't want any creepers sneaking up on me, not while I'm level 27 and looking good for the enchantments. I still only have one sheep. I've not found another one spawning anywhere yet. I recently killed most of my animals, so it will just be a case of breeding them now. If I can get that one. There we go. At the moment I've got plenty of items from I've got plenty of food, I've got plenty of leather. So it's just a case of breeding them now and again. But when we do eventually run out. I don't need to do anything with the chickens. Had I make an automatic egg farm by placing a double chest down here, a hopper on top of it, and then joining all the hoppers together by shift placing, making sure each hopper goes into the next, and then I covered it with green carpet so it looks a bit like the grass. Every time a chicken lays an egg, it drops into this chest. This is where I killed the chickens before. They also drop in now. But if I need anything from here, I kill all the chickens and then begin throwing the eggs in here. No chickens this time, bad luck. Oh, one more egg. Bye. Okay, a quick farm harvest and then we consider making our portal to the nether. Pumpkins are very useful later on in the game, as if you wear a pumpkin on your head, an enderman cannot see you, but it does really obscure your view a little bit. You can also make pumpkin pies, and melons are also really useful, as you can use them to make a potion of regeneration. I find you don't need to over harvest these though, because you get so many drops from each one, unlike with the pumpkins where you only get one per thing. Move this up here, move this up here, and then begin harvesting this. I find this the quickest way of doing it. Horse is still in the way. I'll have to look on the Wikipedia how to tame horses, so it would be useful for travelling. I'll have to do some fishing because I've yet to find a saddle. Later on in this episode, we could consider naming them. Unfortunately, my wolf died while I was down a mine. With double creepers, I managed to survive, but the wolf did not. Oh, sorry horse, get out of the way. So the horse will be a little bit damaged when we go to ride it, not too far. So I've accidentally harvested some potatoes there, but it's not a problem, as long as I remember to replant them in the right place. See, these are potatoes. Okay, well, we're on the last of the beetroot now. Maybe I'll make a bowl and show you how to make beetroot stew. It's very good for the hunger. The only problem is it's non-stackable. So if you make 3 beetroot stews, you then have used up 3 of your inventory spaces. Had a little explore on the map when I was looking for some spruce trees, because I like building with spruce. Yeah. The items we make have got a nice colour and a good texture, as you saw with the house with the trapdoors and the doors. I think they look better than the oak ones, and it gives you much more diversity with what you're going to build. The torches tend to prove a bit of a hindrance, but if they're randomly dotted, it stops the enemies spawning in your farm and trampling all over your crops. Because the last thing you want is a creeper to spawn in here, because you haven't really got the space to take care of it efficiently. Also, if your planted items are near a water source and a light source, they will continue to grow at night. If there's no lighting around, they will only grow during the day. As you can see, my farm is slightly oversized, but it will be fine for when we go to the village of trading. So when you trade with a villager, you trade your items for emeralds, and then you can trade your emeralds for better items, like enchanted things already, so you don't have to use your experience. We're nearly done. It's a long process, but like I say, I do this every time it's ready, so we're completely stocked up. Eventually, when I've got half a double chest full, I tend to stop doing it for a while until I start consuming them. Once we get some blaze rods from killing blazes in the nether, we can then begin making potions. And the carrots, combined with gold, make a golden carrot, which you can then use to make a potion of night vision. So not only is it handy if you get caught in a cave with no torches, it's also very good for helping you see under the water while you're still in your boat, and it saves too much of the swimming around. Using a pufferfish and a few other ingredients, we can also make a potion of water breathing. And if we add some redstone to the potion of water breathing, it goes from a 3-minute potion to an 8-minute potion. But I will get into that once we get that far. Because at the moment I haven't got a brewing stand or all of the items I need to make potions. My favourite potion is the potion of fiery distance. It makes travel in the nether a little more easy and a little less dangerous. This horse may die before I get a chance to tame it. It just got caught in here while I was making a fire. At the moment we've got plenty of wheat, seeds and potatoes outside our animal farm already, so these will all go into storage. Ready for when we need them next. Oh, missed a few on the way down there, didn't I? Okay, that's us sorted. See, things are starting to grow already, if you notice. There's a few. See, I've harvested the farm a few times, so there's plenty of stuff in this chest. Off camera, I've decided to build my sugarcane farm in here. I'll just make rows, fill them with water with sand on either side, because it was getting a bit tedious running all the way around the outside of the island, collecting them all the time. There's plenty in all these chests, so we don't need to worry about it. I've got some dye in there for when I eventually do find another sheep. harvest my cactus. Right. Pumpkins. Melons. Beetroot and beetroot seeds. Lovely carrots. Sugarcane. I don't seem to have one for potatoes. Or wheat, for that matter. In that case, I'm going to leave the wheat and the seeds outside. I'll be sure to make a chest later. Oh, it's getting dark again, so we'll do this quickly. And we'll go to bed. And then we'll think about making the nether portal. Using some obsidian and flint and steel. I will show you how to make the flint and steel shortly. As you can hear, the animals are very, very noisy. That's why they are not close to my house. I'm also not going to build the nether portal right next to my house either. In fact, I'll take all the obsidian, I'll build it, and then I'll bring what I don't need back. Okay, so we need 1 flint, 1 iron ingot. We place them diagonally. They create a flint and steel. Flint and steel has a few good properties. Not only does it light the nether portal, by right clicking you can set things on fire. So if you happen to have this equipped when a zombie runs up to you, you could just right click it on fire while you back off and collect your sword. Okay, I'm not entirely sure on the dimensions of a nether portal, but I like to do mine 4 wide by 4 high. Again, as I mentioned before, oh, I don't think that's big enough. We shall see. Oh, yes it is. Okay, let me go and drop some of the stuff off that I don't need. Well, some of my good stuff off, in case we lose it, because I'm quite prone to dying in the nether. Okay, I'm going to get rid of our diamond tools and use iron ones. This is why I keep nearly all my broken tools, because I can then just repair them quite easily. But we'll take a stone shovel and a stone axe. I'm not going to bother taking an iron pickaxe because we don't really need it. There's no point in taking any water to the nether. Oh, well, I'll take some just to show you. I'll leave the flint and steel here. Leave my access obsidian here. Normally when you go to nether you should take some spare obsidian and your flint and steel in case your nether portal gets destroyed. Cobblestone is quite a good blast resistant block. So the first thing we do when we get to the nether is protect our portal, because if it gets blasted by a ghast and it is destroyed, we will be stuck in the nether. Okay, do I have everything I need? Yes, I believe so. Okay, let's venture into the darkness. The nether is a scary place with lots of hazards. It's Minecraft's equivalent of hell. Just jump into the portal, get a bit of trippy screen. be careful when you first enter the nether, because you do not know if you're going to spawn over a lava pool. Okay, this is a pretty typical spawn point for the nether. So the first thing we're going to do is protect our nether portal. Apart from the fact that I bought gravel instead of cobblestone. So we're just going to have to take the chance. So we need to begin exploring the nether and hunt for a fortress. I saw on a YouTube video that a good navigation of the nether is by placing a block and then a torch in the direction that you need to return in. This is nether quartz. When you mine this, you get a very large amount of experience, and it is also useful for redstone builds, and it makes very nice pillars. This is a zombie pigman. It's a non-hostile mob until you attack it. Once you attack it, all the zombie pigmen in the vicinity will come after you. If you can hear that noise that sounds a bit like a baby, that is a ghast. That is one of the most dangerous enemies in the nether. In a moment I'm going to climb that mountain and see if we can find a fortress. Being very careful as we go. There's lots and lots of deep ravines. I might have to mine my way up there. Okay, again with any mining, stand back. This is netherrack. As you can see, it's quite a soft material. See, whoa, we don't want to go that way, do we? We'll use some of this netherrack to block this off, and then we'll change direction. I'm trying to get to a high vantage point so I can scan and see what is around. Hopefully one of the blazes that we are looking for, or maybe even a magma cube, will spawn before we find the fortress. If you put netherrack in a furnace, you can make nether bricks, and they make a very nice... Oh, there's a ghast. We've got to watch them. They're trouble. Going to mark the top of our stairs with a little extra, so we know where we're going. This gold stuff here is glowstone. It can be used to make lighting in the overworld. Once the ghast spots us, it will start spitting fireballs at us, and if we time it correctly, that was close, we can knock it back. I should have really bought a bow, because that's the easiest way to do it. I'm getting lost. Oh no, it's over there. Also, you can light netherrack with your flint and steel, and it will burn forever. We are looking for a dark square purple brick. I may turn the render distance up. Video settings. Ludicrously far. The game may be a bit jumpy, but I might be able to see further, because that's what it's for. We'll try walking in a second. If the game is too juddery, then we'll turn it back down. It's running a little slow. I can't imagine that my FPS is very high at the moment. If you press F3, you can bring up the statistics. I'm still running in the 40s. 60 is optimum for smooth gameplay. As you can see, the music is no longer relaxing and calming. Now it sounds scary and deep. Yes, it is a little jumpy. Oh, that down there is soul sand, that brown material. We'll need that for greying nether wall. And because we are in the aquatic update, I'm going to harvest this glowstone. Can harvest it with anything, you'll still get the drops. As you can see, because I've got my render distance so high, some of the blocks aren't registering a full break. That's due to the lag of the having it so high. See, they're taking time to catch up. Hopefully these aren't all falling in the lava. Or even more hopefully, a ghast doesn't spot us up here and knock us down into it. Like with trees, I like to harvest the whole lot in one go. In a moment I may return to the nether portal, grab the cobblestone to protect it, and drop off anything that we've gained. I may even... Oh, I forgot gravel does that. Gravel doesn't stack if there's nothing above it. If there's nothing underneath it, it just drops. Should have probably placed that before standing on it. This is almost unplayably laggy. Okay, in fact I'm lost. Oh no, it's there. I'm going to turn this down a little bit because I'm finding it hard to move. It's still a little jumpy, but I need to see as far as I possibly can. Okay, there doesn't seem to be a fortress nearby. So we'll go back to the nether portal, drop our stuff off, and then search in another direction. But first of all, I want to mine some of this quartz for the XP. Still too high. See, I had it on optimum settings before. Just to stop the lag. I'm running a very low end PC, so probably quite lucky I can even play Minecraft. I can also play Skyrim Special Edition, as long as I keep it on medium settings, not high or ultra. we'll follow our things back. Keeping an eye out just in case. Ideally, I'd like to go and get some of that soul sand. But it may not be highly advisable. If we can harvest enough, maybe we can get ourselves to level 30 and do another rather large enchantment. That's a ghast. Whoa. This involves timing it correctly. Which I did not do. There or there. It's actually easier to do this with the bow. He's going to blow me off the edge in a minute. I need to make a run for it. Because as you can see, he has an exceptional range. He's no longer chasing me, that is good. He's still over there though. We'll have to be careful that he does not sneak up on us. See, he's getting closer. I believe I'm only just out of his range. One of the tricks with the nether is not to be too greedy. There's no harm in going back and forth. I'll do some exploring in the nether off of camera and see if I can find a fortress. I can still hear that ghast. Oh, so close, only one more level to go. As you can see, it's making quite a substantial jump every time I harvest one. Much more than any other block. Sometimes what I also like to do is put these fires out. Just by left clicking on them. Being careful not to get too close. Also going to grab these brown mushrooms. So you can also make what I believe is the mushroom stew by combining red mushrooms and brown mushrooms. I think I've got one indoors to show you. Let me get back. Okay, let's be careful. I didn't seem to block that bit off very well, did I? Okay, still no soul sand within reach. Which is a shame, because I wanted to show you something with them. Just going to take the edge of this corner off so it's a bit safer to get round. As you can see, we're just following that. Oh crap. Yeah, see, I hit that one. Yes. Look at that. Dropped a ghast here, which is also useful for potions. and it may even push us over the 30 on the XP. Okay, I found that by repeatedly swinging your sword you stand a better chance of hitting it than just by trying to time it correctly. Okay, we're not going to be greedy, we've got everything we need. So we'll follow our gravel back. I may put one up here. Right, got to stop being greedy. Let's just get out of here. As I can hear another ghast. But I also did just spot some soul sand. That's definitely within reach. When you walk along soul sand, it slows you down. You can't move as fast while you're on it. You sort of slightly sting into it. But soul sand is good for growing nether wart in, and also the properties it has in the water. We can use this to make an item elevator, which we can then use. If we place a hopper above it, I think, piece of soul sand at the bottom and continually fill it with water, the soul sand will create bubbles that blow it up, just like the magma block pulls us down. This will shoot us up. Still no sign of a fortress. Let's get off this soul sand. There we go. Grab a few more mushrooms on the way, being careful not to fall in that lava. Okay, how many zombie pigmen are around? Perhaps we can kill one. No, not at the moment. Right, let's go. Oh, another guy. We don't want that as two gas, but we can't have them explosions near our nether portal or it may get destroyed and we'll be stuck in the nether until we die. I don't want to make a run for it while they're in view. In case they destroy it. Okay. Go. Because we haven't protected it with cobblestone yet. Oh, I thought the game had crashed for a moment. Okay, that was quite an eventful trip to the nether. Okay. Put the things we need for potions in there, which is just that at the moment. Put some mushrooms in here because I need a bulk to make a stew. We will make a special chest for nether items. Let me put it here. Got a soul sand, netherite, quartz and glowstone. Keep a bit of glowstone and show you how to make a light. There we go. Well, now we have made a glowstone light, which if we place, emits a bit more light than a torch. So I might use it to light up this little area here. Pow, look at that. Problem is this zombie is too close. And I will not be able to sleep to make it doze. But I really do not want to die. Okay, I've had to go home. I will come back. If you destroy the glowstone block, you only get a few pieces back, I think. Sometimes you don't get any at all. I might quickly show you how to make one nether brick while we're here. If you place a nether rack in your furnace, which I've now run past twice, you begin to smelt it into a nether brick. And drop that on the gravel downstairs. And then we will check our enchantment, so we are level 30 again. It's also efficiency 5. Also efficiency 5. Knockback, looting and knockback. That's not very exciting. Knockback. You know what we'll do is we'll put our fishing rod here, I think, and see what we can make. And we've definitely got one because I've hardly used it. I'm breaking. I don't really want to waste my levels on that. What we can also do is place our armour in there. Fire protection 5. Without a doubt, I've got to have that. That will be extremely useful for the nether. In fact, if I've got enough diamonds, I'm going to make a diamond chest plate with that on it. That's it. That's all I can do. We'll have to do some mining off camera and see if I can find some more diamonds. We've got blast protection 5. Or protection 5. So I'm going to place protection 5 on this piece of armour. Oh, we got a bonus enchantment there of unbreaking. So protection 1, projectile protection 2, protection 3. So we don't need that yet. What about our helmet? Projectile protection 2 could be a good idea. Check out our iron legs and our iron boots, our iron feet. Sexual protection, fire protection. Do not seem to have enough levels to do any of these at the moment. I'm going to leave these here for future enchantments. Ah, breaking. That was me being silly. Do you also have protection 3? Fire protection 3. Okay, well we might wait. Projectile protection 2, protection 3. Protection 2. Let's do protection 3. That just leaves our trousers. I'm going to go for fire protection 1. Okay, so now we have a full set of enchanted armour. And as you can see, it has filled our little armour bars, like our little mini chest plates, with a higher rating than the armour we had before. So we're very close to being maximum protection. Leave my stuff safely in here. And I will do some mining off of camera and make my sugarcane farm. Okay, 1 nether brick. When we have 4 nether bricks, we can make like a proper block like this, but in purple. Okay. Do we need to wear? No, we do not need to wear all this. I'm not entirely sure how to take it. For mining, we don't really need our protection ones. I'd like to save them for when we go to the nether. So I'm going to put our enchanted armour on this armour stand. By holding it against the armour stand and right click it. Okay guys, well we'll call it for this episode. That was quite a profitable adventure to the nether. I'm afraid we found no nether fortress, which is really what I was looking for. But we have had a good guide to enchanting and the basics of traversing the nether. So, bye guys, I will see you in the next episode. If you liked it, or found anything interesting or useful, please hit that like button. Maybe even consider subscribing. And don't forget to hit that post notification bell to inform you every time I release a new video. Bye guys, see you in the next episode.